Kart is ready for the main. Luckily, heat race, everything worked perfectly fine. I thought I was going to be completely out of whack since I had a brand new rear rotor and a slightly new front left rotor. I thought my brake balance was going to be completely off, but it actually worked pretty well. And everything felt pretty good. Gained a couple positions in heat race 1. And I was a couple tenths off that pack that was right there. So hopefully I can catch them. I was looking at my data. I'm losing a half second through the little chicane bit, and the one guy was telling me just downshift 1 and you should be able to gain at least a couple tenths back there. So hopefully I can be right with him and work something out to pass them and get top 5 or maybe even a podium. So that's the game plan. I still got about an hour and a half till heat race, so I'm gonna go watch some more of this racing. As you can hear John Howden on the line. Anyway, we're gonna catch some racing. Hope we get some full shots for you guys, and then we'll see you in the main. End up the main, 20 lap main here, so we'll be out there racing for about 25 minutes. Hopefully my body will be able to handle it. If not, starting 8th in this one. I got a few things I picked up hopefully from looking at the data, but we'll only know until we get out there. I don't know, I'm ready, I'm stoked, let's go do it. Don't be afraid to manhandle these times. Yeah. Now, look. So the pinch, like keep this left hand, it's a lot of pressure on the left hand, pinch, and then pinch. It's okay. Set, you're good. Come on, man. Trial by fire. Let's go. That's the first set. We got 3 more sets to do tonight.
You're not paying me. You ran out of here. Well, see, we have a portable thing that's easier to do.
I know you. You know what you're doing. It's not hard.
Peterson. Thank you so much for being here. We look forward to a great day. Round number 2 comes tomorrow. It's going to be even warmer. 75 degrees in Singapore. A high.
Good morning yet again. This is race day number 2 here at NOLA Motorsports Park. This is the corner that has given me the most trouble, and this is also where I blew up my rotor. So I'm going to see if I can find my pieces of my rotor, as well as see if I can find out what I'm doing wrong. I got to go around all these curbs. The fast guys are not even, some of them are hitting the curbs, most are not, but this is where I'm losing a couple tenths. And if I can get this right, then I'm going to be right with that pack in front of me. So I'm going to study it, and then hopefully it'll be there for me today, and then I can be there fighting for podiums. But we'll see. This is the game plan. I'm sticking to it. One thing they also have here for the Nationals is a camera system, which is more or less for penalties and stuff. These are 2 major corners. You can protest if you want to, but it's going to cost you $250 if you lose. So you may not, you're only going to protest if you know you're going to win, and then have the cameras to prove whether you did or did not do what you did. But that's one added thing for the national stuff, because it's a bit more serious out here. Qualifying time. Got my new tires on. Everything's set up right. Hopefully I can get into the 101s. That's my goal. But also hopefully one of my bearings doesn't blow up, because one of these cassette bearings is bad, but I don't have time to replace it. As you can see, it spins fine this way, but it locks up going this way. So as long as I keep going forward, I should be okay. But I'll change it after qualifying for the race. But hopefully it'll last throughout qualifying. We'll see. We'll be up there in 20 minutes. Race 1 of day 2. Feeling pretty good. Qualifying didn't go as great as I wanted it to. The tires have a slim window where you got to nail a lap, and I made a mistake on the prime lap. So starting second to last, but I know I can be there. And my gearing should be really good for me on the straightaway, so hopefully I can take advantage of that early on, and then defend the rest of the race, or just fighting forward. Either way, we're gonna have some fun out there, and hopefully make a good race. That was heat race 1, only one more main to go. Just that close to that front group up there to be really fighting with them, so it's incredibly frustrating. I gotta fix the bearings, because my bearings are, I can hear it howling. I don't know if you can hear it on the GoPro or not, but I can hear it howling towards the end of that race. I'm gonna replace that one. Hopefully maybe it was just binding a little bit, and it'll give me a little bit more speed due to lack of resistance. But I don't know. I'm that close. It was a great start to the race, but I gotta be able to. I'm so close. Any little mistake drops me out of the draft, and then they kind of just keep taking away. So the main will be interesting, to say the least. Anyway, looking forward to it. We got about 2 hours, 3-hour break here, so grab some lunch, fix the card up, take a look at the data, and figure out what I'm going to do to gain some time here. Found out what the issue was with why the axle wasn't moving properly, and it is actually from this bolt here. As you can see, it has worked its way out and was digging into the sprocket and chain. So I actually kind of got lucky in that regard. All these bolts got destroyed when my axle shifted and the chain popped. You can see. But I wasn't able to see this one because I just didn't get underneath and look. But that was the issue. Bearings are fine. So I'll just be able to cut this off or take this thing off and then put it all back together and be ready to rock and roll. So let's do it. Finally got my MRC shirt, which should give me the 2 to 3 tenths I need on track, and I should be able to fight for podium, hopefully in this next race. It's the game plan. But anyway, if anybody was wondering why I always pit with the Musgraves or MRC, is because one, it's kind of a family-run company with Billy is the driver, and his dad Will, he used to be a driver. He's the engine guy. So basically, Will has been building engines for 20 plus years, so he does all the engine work, and Billy knows everything there is about the chassis. So it's like they have a little duo, and then I kind of like the father-son aspect of it. It just kind of works. And then they do all the national stuff too, and they're always good if you can just call them up or ask them a few questions, or they always have the carts used and new, and so that's why I use them. I like them. I'll link their stuff because I don't think I've ever linked them before, but I've probably done most of my videos with them. I'll link their stuff if you want any more information on it, and then they always have a lot of good used stuff if you guys want to get into it. But anyway, cart is ready for the main. We're just in between. I think somebody spilled a radiator hose out there on track, so they're cleaning it up. But we're ready to rock and roll. They did tell me I can't run my rear camera anymore, so unfortunately you guys are stuck with the face cam in the front one. But other than that, I'm ready to rock and roll. Just gonna keep hydrating and probably get some cool shots with the gimbal for you guys, and get ready for the main mentally. We're probably doing some more visualization and stuff. But anyway, I'll see you guys on the track hopefully, and podium ceremony. That's the game plan. I'm sticking to it. The kids messed up a little bit. We got into a wreck before it was even green flag, so they had to have a little chat with them. They should be racing here again shortly.
Making the move decisively.
I was up in fourth. letting them down, waiting for my tires to get in, but somebody got into the back of me. Anyway, good stuff. Trying to clean up. Go check this place out. Got last. That's racing, it happens. But it felt good to be up there. I definitely know I had the pace. The little things I adjusted and the different line I took definitely put me right there where I needed to be. But it just didn't work as I had planned. Somebody else escorted me in a fashion that, well, it just happens sometimes. It's racing.
I believe Blair Hosey took the cross over.
Man, it is disappointing, but it happens. So excited to be here. I do have a couple people to thank throughout this event who helped me out. Paul and his dad, Extreme Motorsports. They gave me a rotor and brake pads after my front left one seized up on me. So big thanks to them. They have their own track here in Louisiana, up north a bit more from here. So check them out if you're ever in that area. Extreme Motorsport Racing. So big thanks to them, they helped me out. And then also just MRC, obviously. They always help me out with the pit stuff and engines and karting and basically everything I need for karting. And then, thanks to the guy that got me. I don't know who it was yet, but we'll figure it out. Either way, it's racing. It happens. This time it was me. Next time it'll probably be me taking the guy out. But it happens, but it doesn't matter. It's still disappointing when it does. Either way, there's no in and out here either. So I might, I don't know, maybe we'll have something else for dinner tonight. Or we'll wait till we get back to California. But we gotta clean up, kind of relax for a bit, have a beer or two, and then get ready for tomorrow, which is the flight home. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Until next time, or at least until we go get dinner, or In-N-Outs. Stay true and race on. Also, if you liked the video, like it, and if you want to see more, subscribe.